guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I really hope that you stick around. I do a lot of different sit-down videos, vlogs, daily vlogs with my boyfriend and 2 dogs. I do 2 videos a week. I upload every single week, so if you want to be a part of the fam, get some inspo when it comes to fashion, makeup, lifestyle, home decor, stuff like that, then hit subscribe. I really hope that you enjoy, and I hope that you stick around for this video. This video is going to be about like all of my purchases in 2020 that I have either loved or regretted. So I'm going to start with the regrets and then end on a positive note. So I have been fortunate enough to get a lot of different things that I have kind of just thought in my mind, like, do I need this? Did I love this? Did I regret this? And there have been a lot of really positive products that I have been obsessed with, and then there have been a lot of things that I've been like, why did I get this? And I haven't used it since, or I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't have spent my money on this. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this type of video, and let's just get right on into it. So the first thing that I regret, and obviously I think you guys have seen this in my last video, but technically I bought it this year. I had an awful experience when it came to the Mario palette. It really does suck because I love Mario, I love Kim Kardashian, I love his artistry when it comes to makeup, but I just didn't like the pigmentation, the formula of each of the colors. It just really sucked because I really wanted that to be like an everyday palette that I go to for like brown eyes. It's a perfect matte palette, but it didn't work for me, for my skin, or I don't know, just the formula wasn't for me. So I love his makeup brushes, but I just did not like his palette. The next thing we bought in 2020 was a Keurig. When we first got our home, we wanted like a coffee maker to some degree, and Keurig's like the tiny one I didn't like because first of all the cups are a lot more expensive than like a bag of ground coffee, so that's kind of like a negative. Second thing is that it just kind of tasted like watered down coffee. Very fragrant too. I like coffee, but like with a splash of like vanilla, and I don't like it to be like too fragrant. And sometimes I get those like Keurig cups where it's like maple something and it just is way too fragrant and way too watery. So for me, the Keurig wasn't like the best purchase I've made. It was really nice to have that for a little while, but I'm really thankful that my Nana got us a actual like coffee pot maker from Cuisinart, and it was really amazing. So yeah, the Keurig wasn't like the best for me. The next thing are the Adidas shoes. I use those for cycling. Those shoes that I got had this lace that was like ribbon, and it always, without a doubt, always came untied. So I always would get frustrated when I was running, when I was working out, especially when I was on the bike. They would always get untied, and then when I was going on the bike, it wrapped around my ankle, and my ankle was getting tight and tight. And I figured it out that it was my shoelace getting wrapped around my ankle. So it was just really annoying that every single time I wanted to work out, these shoes, I had to like tie the shoes over and over and over again. So I didn't like those shoes. They weren't as comfortable as I thought when I tried them on in the store. They kind of wear down very fast, so not for me, unfortunately. The Gucci shoes. So I got these Gucci platform rubber heels, and they are so cute. They are totally my aesthetic. I'm obsessed with Gucci. I love everything about Gucci. It's probably one of my favorite, or my favorite designer brand. But I just didn't like these shoes because I was taking a picture for Instagram, and I walked probably in a total of 10 minutes in these shoes, like down a sidewalk. It wasn't even like a crazy terrain or anything. It was just down a sidewalk downtown, and I got blisters after 10 minutes. It really hurt. I've barely even used them. I would use them every now and then for like a picture inside, or if like I were to go out to dinner and like just wear them to dinner because I'm sitting down most of the time. It was a big bummer because when I wore them out for the first time, and like wearing them inside was totally fine and they were really comfortable inside, but then wearing them out, I got blisters and I couldn't return them because they're designer shoes, because that's how the policy works at Nordstrom. So that totally sucked. I couldn't return them and I'm just stuck with these shoes that I don't like. So I may resell them on a total bummer, but they're really beautiful. I still like them. So maybe I'll keep them around and just try again, but probably gonna resell them at some point. The next thing is probably gonna be a big shock to people, and I've only tried one thing of this brand on, so it's not like my total review of the whole entire brand. I only tried on one thing and I returned it, but I just didn't like the fit of Skims. I got the ribbed cotton legging, I think they're called. Like, basically they just cut me off a little weird and I had to go up a size just because I didn't really feel comfortable with the fit. Went up a size, didn't like the fit either. Just wasn't really like impressed. Like, I wasn't like in love with the fit. So I think maybe like the cotton collection I'd like a little bit more, or the cozy collection it's called. But I just didn't really like the fit of the ribbed leggings. They cut me off really weird and made me feel honestly just like not too flattering. So I'm hoping that maybe the velour collection or the cozy collection will be something more that I like. That was that. Kind of sucks, but I definitely will try them again. The next thing is this rug from Amazon. This specific rug from Amazon is only meant for people who don't have dogs and who just don't walk on it every single day. Maybe it's meant for like a very low traffic area around your bedroom for like an aesthetic, but I would never ever ever put this in my living room ever again. It was like just like it was covered in fur. It was shed very, very easily. It was super soft and cozy, but it also was slippery. I wasn't really impressed with it. I am giving it to my brother for his room, but for like a high traffic area for a living room, I just wasn't impressed. So I think when it comes to high traffic areas, like living rooms, kitchens, hallways, you probably should invest a little bit more. But I was trying to cut corners and get something a little inexpensive from Amazon, but for those high traffic areas, I think you need to get something more expensive. So the next thing is Peacock. We got this right away after we heard that The Office was coming off of Netflix, and that is really the only reason why we have Peacock. But I just think all of these different individual like streaming service channels and apps that we have to like subscribe to are just so stupid. All of these channels can't be on like Netflix and like one specific thing. We have to pay for all these individual, like HBO, Peacock, Hulu, you name it. I regret this purchase a little bit just because we only love one show on it. We have been watching movies because we definitely want to get our money's worth when it comes to the app. If we can't find any other excuse to pay for Peacock each month besides The Office, then we might as well just probably get rid of that subscription. So yeah, we're trying to figure out. We watched a movie called The Inside Man and it was on Peacock last night. Very, very good with Denzel Washington. Highly, highly, highly recommend. And the last thing is UGG slippers. So those UGG slippers that I've talked about numerous times, I actually have them on right now because they're like the only slippers that I own at the moment. But I just am not the biggest fan of the fit. I'm not the biggest fan of the strap. Like, the strap is way too big for my foot. It just kind of like is there. It's not like offering any support for me. Not to mention, like, I trip all the time. I've twisted my ankle numerous times. Walked up the stairs and tripped on myself and bruised my knee because of these slippers. Like, no, I just am not the biggest fan of the fit. Not to mention, I'll show you guys. I'll take them off. Like, I've had them for like barely a year, and with Uggs, like, you kind of hope that they will last a little bit longer than a year, and like it's already like peeling, like the felt is already coming off on the toe area, and it's just, I don't know, I don't even use the strap anymore. I just kind of tuck it away and I put my foot on top of the strap because this strap like just doesn't do anything for me. So once these are totally like destroyed then I'll probably get like this is a normal UGG slippers, or I just found out that Barefoot Dreams came out with like the slipper line, so, or they've maybe been out with it for a while. Just saw them on Nordstrom.com, so those are probably my next slipper purchase. But yeah, I don't recommend the sandal slippers. That's just me though. A lot of people love these, but not for me. Okay, so that is basically the end of my worst purchases of 2020. I'm very excited to share with you my best purchases of 2020. I love all of these products and totally believe in them, would recommend any of them, all of them, to any friend, family member, anything like that. So definitely recommend the rabbit faux fur blanket from Target. I actually have it with me right now. It is so comfy, so cozy, feels luxurious. It's a two-tone blanket, so it's dark brown and then light brown on the other side. It just feels very luxurious. It is only $20. It feels like honestly it should be a little bit more expensive, and I just love the buttery feeling of it. So highly recommend this blanket. It's a very good quality for such a reasonable price. The next thing is the Nintendo Switch. I bet you've heard it 1,000 times. The Nintendo Switch was definitely something that kept John and I busy during quarantine. I absolutely love it. I play Mario Kart and Mario Smash Brothers and a little bit of Animal Crossing. I'm not totally like into that. I have like other things that I like do with my free time, like I'm trying to read books more and stuff like that, but it's really fun. I love the fact that it's also mobile and it can connect to your TV so that when you bring over people, they can play. Nintendo Switch is definitely something that I would recommend. The next thing is Alexa. So amazing. They sync to each other, so it's not like if I say, hey Alexa, like both of them are talking to me at once. For the most part, she does listen to me. Siri and I have like a really awful relationship. Any Alexa device, it's a really nice investment and it just helps you out in your everyday life, honestly. It's very convenient. The next thing is a Shutterfly calendar. So I have always loved when my mom did this for my Nana or herself. She made Shutterfly calendars with like pictures of the whole year, and then she would gift them as a Christmas present to family. So I made myself one for this year. I made a Shutterfly calendar of all the beautiful memories of 2020. I just loved making it, loved creating it. Definitely made a positive note out of like the terrible year that 2020 was, but I just love having a calendar that's just kind of unique to our family, and it also adds like beautiful pictures to the wall. So the next thing is a ring light for TikTok. So I love the fact that I have a ring light for like a smaller ring light for TikTok, for Reels. It's very mobile. I can take it anywhere with me, very skinny, very lightweight, and I just love the fact that it's like very user-friendly, doesn't move, it's very stable. I recommend that one. Next thing is a Sony vlog camera. So everyone has been obsessed with the G7X. I do love the G7X too, but I just feel like sometimes I've heard lots of stories where it breaks very easily, and I also have owned two separate G7X cameras and they have both been broken. It is great for videographers, very mobile. It actually comes with this, if you want to purchase it as well, it comes with this little tripod, and you can click this button to start recording, this button to take a photo, these buttons to zoom in. So the only caveat is the battery. Sometimes it dies a little bit faster than my G7X, but if that's the only thing that I can complain over this camera, then I mean, like, it's just a really good camera. So the next thing is HBO Max. So that's one I have always just kind of like held in the back of my head, like I want to get HBO Max, but I'm not sure like how worth it that is. And then when we figured out that Game of Thrones is on HBO Max, then I was like, oh, like I love Game of Thrones and we want to rewatch it. So we got HBO Max to rewatch that. So many movies. I definitely suggest the streaming service, HBO Max. It's $15 a month, which is one of the steeper ones up there, but I definitely do suggest it. So the next thing is Charlotte Tilbury lip stuff. Technically I just did purchase this, but I just wanted to share how obsessed I am with Pillow Talk. I love the color Pillow Talk. I just love how it matches my lips, and it's just a perfect nude for an everyday. I put the liner on my lips and overline it just a little bit, and then I put a lip mask on to make it more of like a gloss. Super perfect for I think any skin color. It would be perfect on you, and Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is your color. The next thing is Olaplex. I've always wanted to find like that go-to shampoo that I can rely on, so I can make sure that it doesn't strip my hair color, that it doesn't make my hair really dry. I live in Colorado where it's super, super dry. I just wanted my hair to be as strong and healthy and glowing as possible. So I have found that Olaplex is an amazing brand for hair. So the fact that I can just put like the tiniest bit, like a quarter size in my palm, and it takes care of all of this. I can go like 4, even 5 days sometimes. Honestly, I mean, I really don't go 5 days, but I could if I wanted to. It just makes your hair super clean, super soft, super shiny. Honestly, those little bottles, they look little, but it lasts a long time. Yeah, anyway, that's probably like my favorite thing. And then the last thing is my Sunny stationary bike. So I got this from Amazon. My Nana actually gifted it to me, but it has been the best gift because first of all, it's very reasonable, very inexpensive. It really helps me get a workout in every single day. I love riding the bike. Cycling is something that I really enjoy doing. I'm not much of a runner. I definitely want to get into it a little bit more, but for right now, I'm just trying to work out as much as I can and just be a little bit more healthy. Just really good bike and very reasonable. So you don't have to get the Peloton. I'll link everything that I mentioned in this video down below. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope I gave you some good suggestions and some good tips. I would just love to know all of the things that you liked or that you didn't like this past year, or things that you have recently bought that you like or don't like. So let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.